Hello VR addicts, I am Paolo Trianni and welcome to my channel. I want to talk today about the handle protector sleeve covers for the Oculus Rift and the Quest. And you can also get these covers as well for the CV1 as well, the Rift original touch controllers. And it just basically adds this padding. See if I can focus on this. Green screen. That is my setup behind me though. Basically it's a sort of like a fabric cover that goes over the top of it, and it basically turns it into sort of like the same thing you get with an index knuckles, like, you know, where you can hold on to it. It's pretty nifty, if I'm going to be honest with you. I have tried it out, but this is my first impressions of it. But there you go. Works really well. Wobbles around. It's elastic, so it kind of wobbles because it's elastic, but I'm not sure if the other one's elastic, but it is really hard to get off. But I don't know if it's well made because it's early days and it did come from China. So, but it does look like if you did have trouble with it, it'd be with elastic parts, and you could probably nylon, you know, repair it. So, you know, they're repairable pretty easily because of fabric, obviously. So yeah, if they break in that respect. And also it cost me what, about £9, £8.99. So I don't know what that would be in dollars, but probably about $10-11, which is really cheap. And you get a pair, obviously. There's the other ones. So yeah, and yeah, very impressed. I've tried it in Wardust, because Wardust is a little bit harder to throw grenades. So I've been trying to throw grenades really well in Wardust. Not much success, I'm afraid. Still throw the grenades virtually down at my feet and kill myself. And I've tried it also in Onward, and so far, yeah, I don't have to hold on to the controller anymore, which is fantastic. I'd say that if you kind of like just slowly rested your hand on there and you were playing something like Beat Saber, this would be more comfortable. And actually now I'm going to go on about comfort of this. The comfort of this is, sorry about that. The comfort of this, I don't know. I'm not, when I first put it on, I didn't think it was that comfortable. It's not uncomfortable totally. It's just a little bit more not as comfortable as it used to be. And there's a bit here, I don't know if you can see it, where it's just there. But basically you strap this around the rings to stop it from moving, I'm guessing, because it didn't come with a manual. It didn't come with a manual on how to do any of this. And the Velcro bit connects there, and it kind of touches here on me. So when I'm like near the trigger here, I'm actually touching that. But because it's fabric, it's not exactly too hard. And it does make the controller a little thicker. I've got small hands, so this is probably almost coming out of my range. But if you've got bigger hands, I think this might be a bit more comfortable. So I think the comfort is more opinion enated than ever. And it's also got an adjustable strap to make this tighter if you want it. And as it's elastic, it's actually pretty easy to do as well. So like that, you see, sort of pull it a lot more. It's all Velcro. You can get to all the buttons quite easily, I find. Obviously your finger just rests on the thumbstick. Bonus. I mean, it seems to be logic that it can rest on the buttons or the thumbstick and just not be a problem whatsoever at all. Yeah, so that's pretty damn good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this controller here as well. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but if I take it off, which I didn't want to do actually, I'm thinking I wanted to leave them on. I actually was getting used to wearing them. They look like a little vest, and they've got these two bits here, the pulley bit there, and the bit that goes on your knuckles here, and then the hole for the back trigger of the grip button. And it's pretty plain simple. You grab it like, you grab your controller like this, the grip button's there, and where the curve is, you know, this curve here, you want to put over the top of it over the top of the trigger part like that, and then you've got a choice really. You can then Velcro strap it there. So you just put the Velcro strap on, and then you'll find it will slide. So then these little tiny bits here, you wrap around the ring, and then Velcro onto the other side. So you do the same with the other side because you've got two sides to do, and make sure it's pulled up enough as well. And hey presto. There you go, it's attached, and then obviously you adjust this to how your knuckles will fit, and there you go. Real simple, quite a cheap, nice idea actually. To be honest, you might want to readjust the fabric around it so it fits nicely, and then tighten it like I had it. That's why I didn't want to take it off, because it doesn't take long to readjust it, but it's just it was in a nice place already. So the grip button here is not impeded, and everything's, you know, honky dory. Incredible, really incredible. But you can pick some up so cheap, and like I said, about £9, $11 or something like that. And I'll put in a link. I'll put a link below of where you can buy them from as well, which I'm gonna bring up anyway. But look, this isn't here, which is pretty damn cool, isn't it? They hold on really well, considering that they're just fabric and elastic. And you can still put on the strap as well. If you're not too sure, you can still strap yourself in. So that's great as well, and I would recommend doing that. I've dropped my controller so many times because, you know, I haven't strapped it in. As you can see, some damage here. Yeah, I've thrown these things all over the place, though. You know, yeah, be extremely cautious. I'm going to show you where I got mine from right now. There you go. So this is where I got mine from. This is the actual person I actually bought it from, but there's a few of them on eBay as well. I'm pretty sure if you can get it on eBay, you can probably get it on Wish, and you can probably get it on Amazon and other places, but it came from China. And as you can see, it says quite clearly, I don't know how the cursor set. Let me have a look. Yeah, I do. Oh, I can't actually see my cursor. Okay, never mind. $6.99 plus £2 postage. It didn't take too long to turn up. I'd say about 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks or something. It took to turn up, so not entirely horrible. This guy's got like a 96.5 feedback, but you know, he sells so much, like, you know, China stuff. It can be quite bad and stuff like that. But like I said, there's quite a few people selling these, and there's people with higher feedbacks as well. I just went for the cheapest one because I thought if it's the same, it's the same no matter where you go, right? And if I scroll all the way down, as you can see, there's a few, all different prices just here. If I go down, there's a bit that says compatibility. This product is designed for the Oculus touch controller, compatible with Oculus Quest and Rift S. Like I said, you can actually find the CV1 version as well. It allows you to complete a release of your hand in the game, reduces the blah blah blah, sweet, and hands more dry. Yeah, that's another thing though, is if you are sweating, you do, I guess this fabric will pick up the sweat, but I've never really had sweaty hands. I'm sweating right up here right now because it's actually really humid in here. It's not actually a warm day, but it's humid. Like today, 24C. See, that's not much. It's not much at all. I don't think that ever tells you in Fahrenheit for the US people, but there you go. It's really weird. In the UK, we actually sometimes go by Fahrenheit in the summer and Celsius in the winter. And I think Europe goes by Celsius, and I think the US goes by Fahrenheit, which really makes no difference. They're all very good readings. And we kind of know both. 25 is about, what, 60 Fahrenheit or something like that. It's 65. It's over room temperature, so nearly 70. Not much Fahrenheit, but the humidity must be about 60, 80 maybe. It's quite hot. There's no escaping that 24C, basically. It's everywhere. You know, you can't escape it. It just follows you. It's like if you're in a really hot area, it's outside, it's like 40 C or something like that, and it's arid. You go in, it's the shade's immediately cooling. In humidity, it's just, there's no escaping it. It's horrible. Firmly locked high elastic drawstrings allows for the controller to be firmly attached to the back of the hand to prevent the handle from falling. This kind of works in a single case, weighs only 25G. Washable, absorbable, sweat, slip, falls, blah blah blah. Quick assembly. It was a quick assembly. Convenient to replace the battery. Like I said, it's a Velcro strap, so you just have to pull the Velcro off, battery out, battery in. It's a bit more harder if you're someone like me and a few other streamers that I know that will pull their batteries out at the end of everything because of phantom drain. Some of these controllers, just like the CV1 used to do, don't turn off. So one of them can stay on and drain all the way down to nothing. They fixed it with the CV1 on mine, but however with this it seems to be back again, and if one of them's left on, which is, I can see a light on this one here and I can't see a light on that one, so this one's probably sitting here draining all the batteries dry. It's not expensive for a battery, but still it's annoying to pick up a controller and find it completely dead. So it's good, and you get two obviously in a pack. And then they show it like pouring water on it. They show it looking like a little tiny a vest or something, like a bulletproof vest that goes over it. And so, like I said, you just take these Velcros off, pull that slip off, and you see like how that's got an R on it. My Quest came with an R on there and an L on the left version, but my Rift S versions didn't. And anyone will tell you when you first got this, it was a bit confusing because you didn't know which, you didn't know which one was which, and you kept putting them on back to front to begin with. But I don't get that problem anymore, so it's not really a big issue. I need to be looking at you guys and not actually at my own face on OBS. So that's how easy it is to get the battery out. And yeah, it's a pretty decent product. I'm going to go into detail about it now. Okay, so basically, it works. It's cheap. It comes from China, and things in China are not well known for lasting for very long. It feels cheap. It feels cheap to touch. Not everything. Like everyone goes, oh, it feels really nice and strong. But I've seen strong things break, and I've seen weak things last forever. So you can't really judge something until it breaks realistically. And I kind of get the impression that this might break on the elastic areas where it's kind of tucked in and single threaded, not triple or double, single threaded. And like I said, if they do break, at least you can fix them by doing some nylon threading or something to strengthen it, because the actual fabric that goes around the whole controller, it looks pretty tough and strong. That does look like it's a bit more better quality and would last a lot longer, but I'm not sure about the elastic, how long that will last, tucked behind this thing over here, which you might not be able to see, but this little plastic clip here looks fine, but it could go because you never know, because it's only a spring plastic clip, right? Other than that, the Velcro should be okay. And I think that's it when it comes to build quality. Where your, if I can see it there, like where that is right there, the grip button, there's fabric that goes around it. Now I have wrist supports for when I'm doing when I'm lifting some weights. And they're built kind of the same a little bit, and over a certain time around the thumb area it kind of starts to flake away. And I could imagine if you didn't have this set up in the right position and you're constantly hitting that grip button, eventually this might also peel away. But it's all speculation at the moment. It's early days and this is the first impressions of it, and there's a bit of threading here, but yeah, it's the first impressions of it, and so far it's pretty damn good. It's quite impressed with it, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, So if you want to get something that, you know, where you could probably go into Beat Saber or into a shooting game and hold it like the knuckle controllers, then this is a cheaper alternative than and then the other versions that you see that you've seen online, which are about $40, £40, £9, $11 maybe. Yeah, not even sure how much it would cost in dollars. It might actually be the same, but I'm not sure. But it should be down below when I research it. But yeah, that is my version of the knuckle controller sleeves. Now I'm going to go back up and sort of like back up on the once more this list here, just to show you guys once more. There you go. So anyway, that is what it is. It's one pair of anti-skid handle protector sleeve covers for Oculus Quest, Rift S, and VR headsets. That's what it is. Works. Quality, not sure yet, but it doesn't feel great. But it might last. Who knows? Yeah, I'm quite happy with the feel. It's not too bad, the feel. But yeah, like I said, it's I think it would work better with bigger hands. Maybe there's some areas. I think it grows on you. That's good. But yeah, if you like what you've seen, please give me a like. Also, please subscribe if you can, and also hit the bell button down below if you want to see more videos like this. And what else have I got to say? Oh yeah, I love you long time. Ciao.